Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for Paper Saber Universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. We're going to talk about SmackDown, July 14th, 2023. Michael Cole, Wade Barrett on commentary. We're at the North Carolina State University. Oh, baby, man. And we got Jay backstage. You know, he has a lot on his mind. We got Bianca Belair to start the show. She comes out. She's talking about her opportunity, how it's taken too long, to get the opportunity to face Asuka tonight for the WWE Women's Championship. But Charlotte Flair comes out and tells her, like, hey, if you will beat Asuka, and I am next. And so this is a tease at SummerSlam. Asuka's watching on. I think it's going to come down to Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, and Asuka in a fatal four-way for that championship because Io has that money in the bank. And, I just feel that's what we're going to get, a fatal four-way at SummerSlam, and I'm like, fucking bring it on. We go backstage with the Braun and Brutes hyping themselves up for their big match against Pretty Deadly. And Butch is in action later on in the night in what did they call it? A United States Championship Invitational four-way. But no, the Brawling Brutes was Pretty Deadly. I'm loving this feud so far. I'm loving it. And Pretty Deadly got they got the exposed turnbuckle. That's how they got the win over Ridge, and that's great storytelling in itself in pro wrestling, especially when Michael Cole refers to like, oh my God, Ridge! It's like when he took the smallest spike from got right in the throat, and blah blah. And, they got the pin 1, 2, 3. I was like, man, that is like the perfect like blend of like the reason why they're doing this is because of this, the psychology of pro wrestling here, folks, and storytelling. Oh, it's good stuff, man. We had a Grayson Waller package, his big match with Edge last week. He's with Kathy backstage. He calls out The Rock. I was like, interesting. I want to know where that's going. Why did we name drop The Rock? We had a tribal court package up. Jimmy out of action for a bit. So it's going to be main event Jey Uso here. And I'm hoping Jimmy's not really hurt. He's just taking a little bit of a break. Charlotte's backstage. She's about to leave the arena, because she made a pact with Bianca at the start of the show. And Adam's like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm good. I'm out of here. Blah, 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 blah. Peace out. Deuces. And then Bayley and Io walk by like, yeah, but we're here. Hi. And then Charlotte goes, you know what? I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay for the main event. Zelina Vega versus Bayley. This was a fun match. Short but sweet. Shotzi promo package. She cut off all her hair because of what Io and Bayley has done. So Shotzi's sort of getting a repackage, going, is she crazy? Is she insane? The OC backstage getting ready for the big AJ Styles match. Jey Uso promo, here we go. And I will say this, man. Jey Uso is awesome. The Usos are awesome. The Bloodline storyline is one of the best things going on right now. But where the fuck is Roman Reigns? I understand he is main event level. He can show up when he wants. He returns this week. He returns the next week. But it's just like, oh my God, it's like every other show you get Roman Reigns, And I think they only pulled the trigger on Roman Reigns because next week they're going to be on FS1, not normally on Fox. They're going to be on FS1, so now they need to promote that, be like, hey, we're on a different channel. So, but Roman Reigns is here. So, but Jay has a lot of stuff to say. But enter Paul Heyman and Solo. And Paul's going off about his family, how they won't forgive him what happened to Jimmy, blah, 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 blah. But Solo takes the mic and says, I won't forgive you. Then it goes into a fight. Oh, my gosh, a lot's going on. Big tease about Jay getting his hands on puppet Paul Heyman. But he got a super kick in, which was, it made me jump on my shit. I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, oh, my God. And Jay looking strong, taking out Solo and everything like that. So next week is a rules of engagement between Roman and Jey, and I don't know what that means. Can we just set up the match at SummerSlam, please? Please? We're like a month out, 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks, a month, something like that. Let's set up SummerSlam already. But then we go backstage. Adam is with Bianca, and they're with the ref discussing what's going to happen for the main event. Then we have the United States Championship Invitational 4-way banger, bro, of a match. AJ Styles versus Santos Escobar versus Butch versus Grayson Waller. Santos Escobar for the win. I was like, okay, I like this. Austin Theory's on commentary, and I gotta say, Cole is just coming with the burns to this kid, man. Oh, man, he's like, the crowd is chanting, "This is awesome," and something they never do in your matches. I was like, God damn, Wade Barrett trying to play peacekeeper. He's in the middle of these two, but man, Michael Cole is just a zing, a zing, a zing, 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 a zing, 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 and I'm just like, damn, man. But what caused AJ Styles not to win the match, who I thought was going to win the match? Cross attacks the OC, so it's far from over, you know. But Santos Escobar, I like that. I like the fact that he's going to win. But we have another one of these. I don't know if this is a tournament style, so Santos Escobar will face the winner of, you know, the next invitational match of Rey Mysterio, Cameron Grimes, Sheamus, and L.A. Knight. Yeah, you know. So I'm guessing that's how this works. But Austin Theory's looking on, sees him, you know, he knows the threat's coming. Then we have Asuka backstage with the ref and Adam. They're planning. Then the AJ's backstage checking on the OC, and they're like, yep, this isn't over. And they're all like, yeah, it's not over. In agreement. We're all in agreement? Agreement. A lot going on here. This is why I was like, When Street Profits are backstage, he's like, yo, he's coming, man. I was like, who's coming, huh? And then I was like, Bobby Lashley rolls up, and I was like, whoa. And the Street Profits get into the car, and I'm like, is he rebuilding the Hurt Business, and that involves the Street Profits? Is my mind going fucking crazy right now? Because that's going to be awesome. I was like, there's a lot going on in that little moment right there. A lot. Rey Mysterio promo package with Cameron Grimes and Sheamus a part of it, you know, talking about how they're going to go and win this invitational and get Austin Theory and beat him for that championship. But then LA Knight comes out to a huge pop and, you know, talks about how you're going to call him champ and everything. And I'm loving all the love now for LA Knight. And what's funny is, like, I will admit 100% I wasn't a big fan of him to begin with. And then he finally grew on me and developed into this mega superstar that he is when he goes, yeah, LA Knight. And there's some great footage out there people are pulling. If you see, I have that workout thing for Triple H's. They have the workout program. Stephanie has one, Triple H has one. And he was in the Performance Center, and you can just hear him go, yeah. And the story behind that LA Knight's was just because it sounded arrogant. It sound, you know, and it is a little arrogant, and I like to use it at work sometimes. I mean, my boss is like, hey, you need to do this, big head boy. I'm like, yeah, I know, yeah. But next week we have that Fatal 4-Way when they're on FS1. Do not forget that. Now we get to the main event, ladies and gentlemen. The WWE Women's Championship is on the line. Bianca Belair versus Asuka! And it ended the way I thought it was going to end, in a DQ. No winners. Chicken dinner. All right? Because Bianca Belair got speared by Charlotte, but Bayley, Io, and Charlotte were in the crowd. They have tickets. I was confused, but also, too, I was like, maybe a little bit of a mockery to Bianca when she had a ticket, because she would not stop waving that ticket. She's like, I got a ticket. Look, I got a ticket. When she was at SmackDown between Charlotte versus Asuka for their championship match, and this is far from over. Io and Bayley try to get in, and Charlotte comes in and gets a big boot to Bayley, and then all of a sudden she gets taken out by Io, and, you know, and she was about to spear, then someone moved out of the way, I forgot who, but someone moved out of the way, and Bianca got speared, and bada bing, bada boom, ring, boom, boom, ring that bell, it's the DQ, there's no winner, and the tease of Io and Bayley. Bayley's like, yo, we can cash it in now. And Io's like, yeah. So Io goes up. They take Asuka in the ring, throw her in. And she's like, cash it in. And the ref's like, no, she has to cash it in, not you, Bayley. No, what's going on here? Io's like, come on, But Asuka gets up with that quick cat-like reflexes of hers, and she missed Bayley in the eyes, and Bayley's like, no, my face! And falls off, runs away, and she is still the champ. The champ escapes with her championship, and I'm personally loving Asuka's run as champ. This run right now. And I'm seeing people like, no. It's all about storytelling here. And now that Asuka has this big target on her back, we end it with her winning, getting away, escaping, but now she has this arsenal of talent after her, Charlotte, Bianca, and Io. We're going to get a fatal four-way. This has to happen. Or we're going to get a triple threat at SummerSlam with Bianca, Asuka, and Charlotte, and then Io's going to cash in at SummerSlam, and bada bing, we got a new champ. I personally wanted a one-on-one with Io and Asuka, but I don't think that's in the cards. So overall, fun show, 4 out of 5. I had a good time from start to finish. My favorite match of the night was the United States Championship Invitational 4-Way. AJ Styles, Santos Escobar, Butch, Grayson Waller. Santos Escobar for that win. Second match to that, Bianca Belair versus Asuka. I really enjoyed those two matches a lot until the finish of Asuka. But it was okay. I'm okay with the DQ because I already felt it coming. Already I was like, because I remember I got pissed off when Bianca interfered with Charlotte, and Asuka was like, oh my God, come on. And then now I'm just like, you know what? Charlotte, interfere in this match. I don't want to see Bianca become champion. But I'd rather see all this talent fight each other at SummerSlam. All right, y'all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the sexy ninja for a Paper Saber universe. Go to New World. No. I'm sorry. ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet nWp logo. It's sweet. It's sexy. Get it on. And you're going to wear it at shows, and I'll see it. I'll too sweet you. All right. That's it. And remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
But me, I'll never forgive you either.